is looking good.
Yeah, it's 5 red lights. And it's lights out. And away we go. Keyboard gets an amazing stuff. Oh! Oh, it's carnage!
Oh my word.
No.
I wish I had a replay function right now, but I think Netflix and Aaron I both lost it on throttle and then just turned in at each other.
A keyboard went for the safety car. Oh my god! Oh, it's carnage! In the first.
Mercedes off just from that racer is it started tracking new wing. It will start to fade in the next, I would say, 4 or 5 laps maybe.
Sorry Chief, we've got to move the team on, go across the team, there's a lot of them going 50. Loses it, and that allows more crosser to have a look at the inside. Wimpy is hanging around the outside. Oh! Contact is made. Wimpy's got wing damage, and it is not a good day.
Oh, and he hits another car as well.
And he's around, and that could be him out of contention of some points in this Grand Prix. It's like a quick time in the corner good. Obviously frustrated, and he hits the pit lane wall. We were talking about that in qualifying, but he has done it, and that's him out of the Grand Prix. So we have another safety car.
Adam is off. He's off and
getting away.
He didn't get quite as good a start as keyboard, but yeah, he's off. Rocket.
Timo's going for a move on Saratoshi there. Sorry, Chief.
No, I know that in the
Oh
background.
my god, it looks like Ford was going 3 wide there. The game is not flying with the camera angle. He's got that move done. Pixel almost being shoved off the track by Crosser there. And he looks to have that move done on the inside of turn 3. Contender might have a bit of the battle. He is indeed trying to pull his way over the P7 on the inside of turn 4. And he puts it in wrong tip forward. Adam might not fight this. It looks like he is. He wants to stay in as high position as he can.
It's Thimo up at P2. Thimo does have DRS open here.
He might go for it. He is! Oh! There's contact between the two banging wheels. Timo's on the outside now as Larson might lose out to Saratoshi as well. But yeah, he does. He's out, he's spun around! And he is into the gravel trap at the exit of turn 3. And that is that's a shame for Larson.
I'm just running on board with the tackle right.
Oh my god, that's a big dive and a half from Contender into the hairpin, and he's got the move done. He's had a lift off. Oh, sorry, this is going to be the move. This could be the move for the lead. The raid for Saratoshi. He pulls to the inside line. He's got it for turn 1. Is he going to get it before the DRS on? Timo's not giving it up easy, as you would expect. Saratoshi has got that move done. 2 Timo coming through the response to DRS, just being so powerful. 203 miles per hour every time he's breaking into turn 1.
So he needs to keep his head down, keep it on track, keep up.
Oh, speaking of keeping it on track, Saratoshi loses it and almost goes off track. And Contender gets him. Thimo is probably going to get him as well. That's not good. Saratoshi's just on the curb and just loses it. And that's the end of it.
Yeah, Netflix picked up another one there, so that's 76 seconds. I can't remember how much.
Oh! He's out! Can't help much longer can he hold on to this position. His defense might come to an end here, but he doesn't give it up. He as Thimo and Saratoshi go side by side through turn 3. Timo's trying to hold it around the outside, which he does very nicely. Fair play of the two drivers, battling for P2. It's going to be the outside line for Thimo once again. Can he get a good exit? He can't, as he comes around the final corner. He's won every race this season, and he's not stopping now. He comes across the line and takes the win. Has he? Has he taken the win? 4.9 he has. Hello and welcome to the Tier 2 Canada Grand Prix. You join us in qualifying in the commentary box today with me. We've got a bit of a mix in the last couple of weeks and we have a new one. It is Mr. Jensen.
Yes, thank you. Welcome everybody to Tier 2. The Canadian Grand Prix is right on schedule as we are out for qualifying at the moment. Motocrosser is the first one out on track. Yeah, sunny Canadian Grand Prix, it looks like. We don't know about the race yet. I haven't seen signs from drivers complaining about rain in the race, so it looks like a dry one.
Yeah, it does look like a dry one. Vinny's already got a 5 players grip in it with a collision with Thimo.
Oh,
So,
man.
not the way he wants to start his qualifying session or his race. 5 places lower than what he thinks it should be.
Yeah, and we also lost Keyboard Magnussen.
Yeah, we have.
Let's see if I can invite him maybe.
Thimo also got a 5 place too, and they want the track map on. There we go. Lot of cheer for you in the chat, Jensen. And motocross on the hard compound tyres, so I think he might be opting for the mediums and doing medium hard in the race. The 1 stop and the 2 stop is quite similar, as Verk is out. Looks to be at the exit of turn 2 if I run aboard of one of the racing points, it'll be Van. And that is a bit an unusual place to bin the car, but we'll have to maybe just leave it on the curb there.
Yeah, it's a bit chaotic from the get-go.
Yeah, there's. I hope the stream quality is okay. Doesn't it looks okay from my end. As we've got another yellow flag, I think it's just a racing point going down as motocrosser puts the first lap in of the qualifying session with a 1 minute 11.384 on the hard compound tyres, so not a bad lap.
Yeah, Aaron crossing the line on the softs.
8.7, so that's a pretty good bunker lap, because apparently there's no game audio, so let me just fix that.
Yeah, and it will be interesting to see if there are people who are going for the one-stop strategy. I see quite a lot of guys on the hards as well. That might be interesting.
Apparently there's like no game audio at all. Why? I don't know why there's no game audio. Nothing's muted.
Okay, that's strange.
Nothing's muted, maybe if I...
We see Nicolodes coming across the line on the hard tire. He puts in a 12.4. A motocrosser with a 11.3 also on the hard, so there's a lot of time to gain for him. And Thimo is starting his run with Vinny right behind him, also on a... yeah, not very smart from Vinny to be so close behind Thimo when going for a flying lap. I mean, there's space enough on the track, so he didn't position himself very well. Let's see what Thimo can do.
Alright, I fixed the game audio issue, so it was just a bit loud, but I've turned it down, so I hope everything's okay now. It should be. Everything should be okay.
Yeah, Thimo had a nice first sector. Let's see what he can do. He's going to the back straight now.
Alright. And he's in overtake mode, the optimum mode if you want to be going as fast as you can down these straights. You'll be looking to dethrone Aaron. Oh, as he just gets it a bit wrong, turns in that tad too early. And is that an invalidation? It is indeed. And
yeah.
it's unfortunate for him. He looked as if he was on for a decent lap. Joel starting his lap on the soft compound tyres. He cuts a corner a bit there, so I think that will be invalid. Adam in
Yeah.
19.4 in the first sector, putting his banker lap 11 minutes into the session. So I think there may have been some invalidations being spread about, as there usually is here at Canada, a track where it's very easy to cut, very high speed. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. It's very easy to invalidate your run. I did practice yesterday or the day before, and I invalidated all my 4 runs in quali. So it's not an easy one if you want to push for an extremely fast lap, but plenty of time left on the clock at least.
Yeah, there is. You just want to put in that lap eventually. It doesn't need to be straight away as Adam crosses the line and goes P4 with 1 minute 9.866 on the soft compound tyres.
Yeah, I think he took it easy. He just wanted to have a time on the board. Smart strategy, of course, at the beginning of quali.
Yeah, you don't want to get ahead of yourself. You just want to get that lap in and.
Yeah, exactly. You will put unnecessary pressure on yourself if you still don't have a lap time in, and it's last for a few minutes of qualifying, of course.
Yeah, as Van puts in his lap and does in 1 minute 9.5 and puts himself P4. Adam is on his lap, not activating DRS for some reason. Got a yellow in sector 1. Looks to be clear. I don't know why Aaron didn't activate DRS, and that's just a visual glitch. He's 9 temps down in his time, so I don't think that's a proper run.
Maybe he has the DRS bug.
Possibly, it is full damage.
Yeah, his DRS might be broken. It happens quite a lot of times, to be honest. There's always one driver who is victim of that broken DRS, and he abandoned his lap as well.
Yeah, so full damage really coming into play. Obviously, the drivers voted for this near the end of last season, so it's they've only got themselves to blame, really. As Hammer comes across the line on the medium tyres and does a 1 minute 9.8, putting himself P5, a good lap on the mediums.
Yeah, that's a fine lap.
Pixel slots himself up in P3 in the other Mercedes, his teammate, and Larson, I think, just.
Yeah, Larson set the lap.
Thimo is on his out lap. Contender always leaves his laps till a bit late, doesn't he? He never sets it early in the session. We don't know why. He's on the hard compound tyres, so it looks like he's opting for the 2-stop.
I think it's going to be a decent lap from him on the hard tyre.
10.6, and Contender is trying no assists for this race. So
okay.
His pace might not be up to scratch as he just gets to up to speed with the no assist experience.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not a bad lap.
No, it's not. A 10.6 on hards is a very good one. And I think he can be happy with that.
Yeah. Thimo is on his flying lap again. Let's see if he can put a valid lap in this time.
19.2 in the first sector. That's not a bad first sector.
That's quite good.
Yellow flags in sector 2 ahead of him. Let's just hope that's some people just getting out of the way.
That's a Renault. The Renault is sector 1 at least.
Yeah, I think most yellow flags in qualifying are just people getting out of each other's way. And 31.4, he goes in very deep for the hairpin. That's going to cost him some time. Maybe he can gain some of that back on the exit. Saratoshi goes P1 and the other McLaren does 1 minute 8.6. A pretty good time for this point in the session. Thimo going to try and make sure he does not break himself coming in to the corner, which he does cut pit, and that's not the optimum place. You want to be doing that. It's a very high speed. He does 1 minute 9.4.
Okay. At least he has a time on the boards, and of course he still has 1 run to go, so it should put the pressure off a little bit for him.
Yep. Hold on, I'm just gonna.
Joel, by the way, on a neat 3rd place at the moment. On the soft. Well done by him.
Right, okay, I'm doing something. Aaron is on his lap. Let's hope he's got his DRS back from last time.
Yeah. 1/10 up on his previous time, so let's see how his last sector will go.
Yeah, he's looking for another 10th to get himself up into that pole position slot. 5 minutes left to go on the set. Oh, he's completely messed up the final corner.
Yeah, that's gonna cost. Nah, it doesn't improve. Yeah, we have Pixel and Larsson on an out lap at the moment. Larsson will start his lap shortly.
This is a professional stream, I promise. So, let's move on to the action. I think we could solely focus on that and not on the stream. So everything looks good from what I can see. Let's just
Focus on the racing.
Yeah. Speaking of racing, there's not many people out on circuit. Pixel's about to start his lap. I think Larson.
Yeah, Larsson is in the first sector. He just started his lap. First sector time 19.5. That's not great, but still a lot of the lap left, of course.
Yeah, it was only 9,000 some of his time, so he wanted to find a bit more of that through the middle sector in 5th for that corner.
I think he cut it the chicane.
I think he'll be fine. He's 3/10 up in his time. The trap map hasn't gone red like it would if the person you're spectating is on an invalid lap. As he puts it in overtake relatively early, so he might not have enough coming up to the line. It does look like he has a lot of deployment though. Breaking into the chicane, make sure he doesn't cut it. He's very cautious in there. Taps the wall of champions. So.
His ERS is perfect. It's completely depleted at the line.
And that's
3rd place.
Yeah, with a 9.011. A good lap by Larson to promote himself up quite a few positions.
Right, Pixel, the next one to cross the line. What can he do? He's 4.5 tenths up on his time. Or down on his time, I have to say.
Didn't look like the best last corner. So he crosses the line. It's an 8.6. It's a 2nd place. Very close to Saratoshi, but he won't be able to go for another run, I don't think. So that's not going to be... that'll be the end of his qualifying session.
Contender just went out on the medium tire.
So he has committed to the one stop. The rest of them on soft compound tires. So only 3 of them on the mediums, which is pretty interesting. As Thimo is on its coming to begin. As we've got a yellow flag in sector 2. I think it's just moving out the way as for the Thimo. As the Thimo comes around turn 2. I was just reading chat. So who's near the end of the lap? It looks like there's a Ferrari coming to start a lap. Thimo's 32 hundredths up, so we'll bring on board a Thimo, see how he does. He's obviously wanting to improve on what he can do, and that's not the way to do it. Turning in very early there. You want to be taking a wide line into there, making sure you get the best exit, and that's cost him time. He's a 2/10 down on his time, so he'll be wanting to try and make some of that up coming through the final chicane without cutting it. As he shifts up in the 8th gear and overtake Pixel has retired from the session. Hopefully he's done that cleanly as Thimo comes through the final chicane.
It's
an overtake. It's not that bad. But is it good enough to beat his time? It is, a 1 minute 9.2, and that promotes him up in a P7 as contender. As Adam crosses the line and goes P7 on the soft compound tyres. I'm just going to flick through and see who's on a fast lap. Looks like Thimo's going for another one. He's obviously not happy with that lap.
Aaron just got out of the pit, but I think he realizes he's not going to make the line, or it will be very close. He might make it, but he will be the last one to set a lap.
Yeah, he will be. His contender looks like he's backing off on that particular occasion, and he's pulling into the pits, which means he'll start P14 for today's race. And we've got a yellow flag inside of 2, which is just some people moving out each other's ways. Thimo on his second lap, obviously he's below that 10% limit, so he's not going to be getting as much battery as he would if he was above. He's almost out of DRS, but he clearly thinks this lap's good enough to try and promote himself a few positions, and that was a very hefty cut into that corner, but he hasn't got away with it though. The cut is invalid in 8.6. I wonder where he got that 8.3 from then. As his teammate Saratoshi might just be is just going to pull it into the pit lane on this lap. Joel did a 9.4, a few tenths off his time. He's in P6, so good qualifying by him. Thimo.
Aaron is the last one to set a lap. I will keep an eye on him.
I'm just going to flick through, see if there's anyone else. Infernal Koi is coming around final corner, but he hits the wall. He hits the wall of champions. That's not going to help his lap. And comes across the line, doesn't improve. 4 tenths down. That's not the way he wants to finish his qualifying session. We've got a yellow flag inside the 3, and it's just that racer who has retired.
Ooh, Aaron crashed out massively. Went over the curb way too much. His tire is off.
Motocrosser won't be happy about that. GRL retiring in the middle of the circuit. He had a weave just to avoid him. It's a bit unsafe there. So Motocross comes across the line and puts himself in P6, and I think...
Yeah, that was it. Joel abandons his lap. Thimo is done. This was qualifying, I think.
Yeah, this is it. I think that is our grid order for qualifying here at the Canadian Grand Prix.
It was interesting. And interesting to see what Contender can do from P15.
Yeah, well, it's going to be interesting. We know he's got pace, but with him trying to assist, we'll have to see how that goes for him.
Yeah, already massive respect that he goes no assist. Does he have all assists off, or did he went with one of the assists?
I think he's all assists off, so he's obviously he's got a big enough lead in the championship where he can afford to lose some points. Obviously, he's won every race this season.
Yeah, and Thimo won't be so happy with the 5-place grid penalty. As Vinny as well.
Yeah, none of them will be. It's just an incident that I don't know. We didn't catch it, so we don't know what occurred. But Saratoshi is on pole for the Canadian Grand Prix. Pixel in second, Aaron in third, Larson in fourth, Vinny in fifth, Motocrosser in sixth, Joel in seventh, Adam in eighth, Thimo in ninth, Infernal Koi in 10th, Neiko in 11th, Van in 12th, Justin in 13th, De Hammer in 14th, Contender. Not good qualifying by him, he's in 15th, Verk in 16th, and Keyboard Magnussen, who I believe had a quali ban, is P17.
I think it's time for a small commercial break, isn't it?
I believe so.
Are you back, Bailey?
I'm back.
Okay.
I had my mic muted and I didn't even notice.
Ah, okay. Interesting to see that Thimo also went for the soft tire in P14. It's of course he qualified in top 10. Stupid from me.
Yeah, everyone inside the top 10 obviously starting on the same tyres that they qualified on. Vinny and Thimo do still, well it's just Thimo, Fax does have to start on the tyres that he qualified on. So he was starting 14th on the used softs and not the place where he wanted to be. I had my mic muted, so I did say,
Yeah.
I did mention the tracks that were there, and that was Canada, Corsa and Baku. So we'll have to see. So who do you think, before we go lights out, who do you think is going to win this race?
Phew. I think Satoshi. Not only because he's P1, but I know he has a bit of league racing experience. But yeah, it's so difficult to say because a few corner cuts here and there, and you will drop massively with time penalties, of course. But I think Satoshi is in a great spot.
Yeah, I think he is too. The pole position spots, most ideal place you want to be. But as we get ready for the race, it's 3 red lights, 4 red lights, 5 red lights. And it's lights
Go.
out. I know where we go looks like a decent start for Pixel, who's able to draw alongside Saratoshi there, able to sweep into the lead of the race. It's a bit.
Oh, there's a collision in the back.
Yeah, a bit of contact near the back with a couple of the Reynolds there, and
Yeah,
Pixel
Thimo got collected.
Yeah, Thimo down to the P16 contender down in the last place, so not a good start from him as Vinny and Larson go side by side into the end of sector 1 to the first chicane, but Vinny thinking better off it and concedes the position to Larson, but a good start from Pixel there as Nico got ahead of Joel in the Williams car.
Yeah, and I looked at Thimo's wing. It doesn't look like he has damage, so he's good for now.
Yeah, not a good
Pixel with a massive lead already.
Yeah, good start from Pixel, but not the start that Thimo or Saratoshi would have wanted. Down to first to third, and there's some action down further on track, side by side action going into the hairpin. Obviously, it's the most dive bomb happy place you could be around. Doesn't really look like anyone's going to look for a move on this particular occasion. Everyone's just sort of in a slipstream train. Vinny very close to Larson, so we'll have to see what happens here. Vinny already used half of his ERS on this lap as Justin looking to go around the outside of Verk. That was very ambitious there on the outside of the Red Bull. Very late move as Kutanda makes his way up one position in front of the Hammer there.
Yeah, Thimo and Kutanda already passed their Hammer.
Yeah, motocrosser coming under pressure from Larson and Vinny. Sorry there, Johnson, I cut you off.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, so motocrosser be wanting to hold on to P4, help his teammate out. He doesn't have a teammate. I was getting confused between the two red colours of Aaron and motocrosser.
Yeah, Joel with the first penalty of the race. It's quite early.
Yeah, if you're getting a penalty in lap 2, you don't really want to get too many more. It's very early as Vinny looking to get this move done on Larson on the inside of the the chicane. Sorry, not the Novell, that's Monaco. And he gets that move done pretty easily with Larson, not fighting it too hard. Yeah, with a much better exit. Looks to the inside line of turn 1, but Vinny looking like he's got much better straight line speed and is able to keep that position.
Yeah, good stuff from Vinny.
Pixel.
Justin very close behind Verk, by the way.
Yeah, I was just flicking through the field, seeing who's close to one. Just looks like a DRS train, like it is for the majority of races. Nico very close to Van. Pixel 1.7 seconds ahead of the field, so a good gap. Breaking that DRS is very crucial around this circuit. The two DRS zones making it very easy to make an overtake, as I thought Nico was going to go up the inside of Van there. He just had a look, trying to scare his opponent into maybe making a mistake as we look further up the field. Saratoshi on the back of Aaron, hoping to gain one of those positions that he lost on the start. Doesn't get the best exit compared to Aaron, but hopefully the DRS will be able to pull him further in, and he deploys it in overtake mode. Now Aaron goes defensive to try and weave out of the slipstream, but it doesn't look like he's going to work. There's Verk.
Yeah, Verk going for a move, maybe.
Maybe, but
quite...
oh no!
Oh,
A big crash!
very
And
big. Oh no!
Joel
the
gets
wings got
collected!
as well. Joel got collected.
And it's that van out of the race. Verk
Oh.
and Joel are making unscheduled stops. It just looked like there wasn't enough space for the Red Bull on the inside. Our van just swerved.
Yeah, Van is already in Discord chat. Are you serious? Maybe he got
That's a safety
tapped a
car.
little bit on the grass or something. Yeah, and of course a safety car. This one is more than deserved.
A safety car in this race undoes all of Pixel's work he has been doing, and that's a shame for him, but bunches the pack back up.
Yeah, and this is good for guys like Thimo.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, what would you do in this situation? I reckon I would go double medium at this point.
Yeah, that would be the reasonable option, if that's especially if you are committed to doing the two-stop. We'll see what Pixel does as he comes down the back straight. Is he going to box? Is he going to stay out? He is boxing. Is Aaron going to follow in? He does. Saratoshi, yep, they're all coming in. That was a very hard from Vinny, and Larson goes in the back of him as well. Vinny gets a 5-second time penalty, as does Larson.
Larson as well.
That's really going to cost them some time there, and I feel like people are going to be very held in the pits here.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see as well.
Satoshi is held up massively. Maybe also a wing change, I don't know, but...
Saratoshi has been held up massively, losing positions after Aaron and Motocross, which is not going to help him. Vinny is lost out massively because of that.
Thimo had to wait very long because of Satoshi, of course, so it's not good for him as well. He's back in last place.
Yeah, it's good news for Verk and Joel, who were involved in those collisions, to now allow them to punch up. Nico and Justin have not pitted, which I wouldn't really recommend, but this is really sort of messed up keyboard and contenders. The people on the medium tyres and the hard tyres that they started on, they've already got a pit stop ground. The guys behind have already got one pit stop on them, so it's not looking good for the one-stoppers.
Yeah, Nickelodeon and Justin, I don't understand why you wouldn't pit. Keyboard Magnussen, 4 laps on the medium, and Contender 4 laps on the hards. Those two I do understand, of course, because the whole field has to pit again this race, so for them it's not too bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, Nickelodeon and Justin will have to pit in 5 laps.
Oh yeah, the safety car's in this lap, so the drivers will be preparing to get away. GRL, Nico, is AI right now, so that's not really what you want to be. Then the safety car's coming in, and he's back just in time, as it looks like Pixel's getting some moves done. And is there another collision? Because
I did it. Oh, Joel with Thimo maybe then.
It was with Vinny. It was a 5-second time penalty he got with Vinny. So it's this is the real Thunderdome. Forget Tier 3.
Yeah.
I think it's this one. We're lap 6, and we've got a lot of action as Nickelodeon has made a mistake and is under pressure from Contender, very close, and Contender gets that move done.
Yeah, it's very close. P3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 are also very close. You see Pixel going in on the inside of Motocrosser, get that move done.
Yeah, and Pixel, we want to catch him back up to Aaron. He lost out on the safety car procedure, on the whole safety car, and I do think that Pixel will be deploying team orders for Hammer to move out the way and let him catch Aaron.
Yeah, I think he will let him by soon.
Yeah, it didn't look like he would do that, which would be the optimum place, but maybe down the main straight. doesn't look like it, so it looks like it's fair game for both the Mercedes drivers, which is what you like to see.
Yeah, and Contender is in a beautiful spot right now. If he can keep the faster guys behind him on the faster tire spot.
Yeah, it will be much better for him as if he's on the. They'll both be on the same tyre, so maybe the safety car's not the dreadful nightmare situation that we originally thought for Contender and Keyboard. As Aaron goes up the inside of Nico to that chicane. It's not really chicane when we go side by side through. He gets a position, Aaron does though. After
there goes Der Hammer on the inside of Nicolodes.
Yeah, he does. On those 6-lap-old medium tyres compared to the soft Pixel wants a bit of the action, and he looks to have that move done as well. What about Motocrosser? Is Nico going to lose like 4 positions in the matter of 30 seconds? Not a great lap for him in terms of positions. And Hammer's around! And he's around at the wall of champions, into the wall.
Oh man.
He just lost it on the curb and he wants to make sure he has a safe rejoin, and all the drivers are gone around, so it is unfortunate to see him spin around in that position as Nico pits.
Yeah, he had wing damage. Oh, he also left the session.
Oh, he left the session. You never know in this game. There could be another safety car, and we'll never know for him.
Yeah.
Saratoshi want to make up from that little thing. Aaron going for a move of Contender there. Same position, but it doesn't work out well, and he's around again.
And wing damage.
Yeah, wing damage as well. You want to wait till the back straight. That's the optimum place. You don't want to be risking it then. Obviously, he's found that out the hard way. His Verks are completely gone. Looks like Vernicore just hit him. And oh my god.
Always when I'm commentating, there's complete chaos. Joel going for a move on Inferno Koi, I think, on the inside.
Yeah, he is.
It's very wide.
Doesn't really want to care too much. Saratoshi and Adam going side by side after Joel gets that move done. So as does Saratoshi.
Thimo is going to take Inferno Koi as well because he had a bad exit after Joel overtook him. So Thimo up 1 place. He's finding his way back in the race.
Yeah, he is, and he's only 1 position away from those points-paying positions. It's only 1 point, but it means a lot to the drivers. And is Pixel going to go for the move on Contender where Aaron did? Oh, make a bit of contact, wheel bang, and that's why you don't go side by side through there. It just doesn't work. 2 cars don't go into that corner. You will end up being squeezed out.
And I think DRS is enabled as well this lap, right?
Yes, it should be. And
so he should be patient because Contender didn't have DRS in general.
Oh, Pixels are banging Contender down the straight. That's not what you want to do. It looks like he's doing the same again, but Motocrosser wanted a bit of this action too. He's going on the inside of Contender, and he looks to have that move done. A very nice move by Motocrosser. Again, himself that position as Vinny and Adam go side by side to catch at the right time, and neither are both in the wall.
Oh, Jesus, massive crash again.
Oh, and Adam's out. There's a safety car. The debris at the exit of the chicane.
And this is perfect for Justin.
Yeah, this is it is. It is perfect.
He can go to the hard tire and finish the race if he wants to.
Yeah, it says Aaron's going to drive through penalty for speeding under the safety car.
Yeah. Adam left the session. He's done with it.
Oh my goodness! I think this should be renamed to the Thunderdome. Man, this is crazy.
But I don't understand. People are so impatient. They just throw it in there everywhere.
Yeah, it's not.
Even when it's not smart to do.
Yeah, it's not the way you win races. It has to have that bit of patience. So you get the rush. Oh, I really need to overtake this guy, but if it's going to ruin your race, it's not worth it. As Inferno Koi picks up a 3-second time penalty under safety car. So.
And I think everyone except Contender is going to pit. Because Contender can't finish the race if he pits right now.
Yeah.
Oh, they aren't. Oh, only Justin is pit in.
Yeah, that makes sense for Justin to pit though. But he'll fall right down the order. And he's got another set of soft compound tyres.
He's still committed to another pit stop.
Yeah, so Vinny, it doesn't get better for Vinny. He got another 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Yeah, when we are at lap 20 or something, I will check penalties, but the positions keep changing so much. We have no idea who's going to win this race or who is in contention at the moment.
It is really just a mess. No, anything can happen. It just doesn't end. We have action everywhere all the time, and Vinny's gone onto a soft compound tyre, so he might be doing soft mediums near the end of the race. Oh, we just don't know what is going to happen in this Canadian Grand Prix. This is why I love Tier 2. It's so much action, so much drama every single lap. It's really hard to get it all.
I mean, the second safety car. This is going to be a long stream, but it flies by quite fast this way.
Yeah, it's a safety car. Looks to be staying out for one more lap.
Yeah, their hammer isn't even close to the back of these guys, so it will probably stay out for another lap this time. Last time the field was pretty close together, so
yeah,
it made sense that it came in early. But
yeah, and it is staying out for one more lap. The hammer wanting to catch up, and Tipsy saying what we're all thinking: they won't go anywhere fast on the back of the recovery truck.
Yeah, that's that's very true.
So you just gotta be patient. That's also a key factor in racing. You don't want to go for audacious moves because it can just it can go two ways, really badly or well. And if you want to take that 50-50 chance, by all means go for it. But for me as a driver, I'd rather have the the move solidified and safe down the back straight.
Yeah, exactly, and it's also quite early in the race. There's Vinny with 5 seconds penalty for exceeding track limit. I've seen him so much. I'm gonna check his penalties.
Yeah, I think he has 10 seconds. Thimo and Joel. I think there's a bug going on where you get an instant 5-second penalty if you cut a corner in the safety car. So I think those three drivers will be wanting to get those penalties removed.
You want to know what Vinny has?
From what I can gather, 15 seconds.
20 seconds. He has 4 times a 5-second time penalty at the moment.
Yeah, Lawson picks up a 5-second time penalty as well. Safety cars in this lap, so as we get prepared to get the race underway again. Aaron obviously still has to serve that drive-through penalty. He couldn't do it under safety car. It's all gone wrong for Aaron at the second safety car, but it's gone well for Pixel, Motocrosser, and maybe even Contender. We'll have to find out at this Canadian Grand Prix.
Keyboard mechanism, by the way, only on 1 warning, so he's doing a very good job.
Yeah, he's caught them. He set the field away. We are underway racing once again here in Canada. Let's hope this one's a clean one as Helmet instantly picking up a 3-second time penalty. Saratoshi, the closest gap I can see, as well as Thimo on the back of on the back of Larson, sorry. There's Vinny and Nico. Nico is DC, isn't he? So
Yeah.
it's not an exciting prospect as Verk picks up a 3-second time penalty for his troubles in the race as Pixel the Motocrosser, and maybe even Contender as Justin got the move done on Joel, and the gap is so close between Pixel and Keyboard. I think we'll see a move here. Maybe Motocrosser will get a bit of the action as well, but we have to keep an eye on Saratoshi and Contender as well as a few other drivers.
Keyboard can defend this one because Slipstream isn't that strong, but
yeah, and DRS isn't enabled yet, so Keyboard will be able to hold on unless Pixel goes for a very audacious dive bomb, which he doesn't. He waits, but Pixel puts up the 3-second time penalty, and that wasn't. It looked as if he got the better exit, but then the car just snapped, and it wasn't worth it in the end.
Pixel also didn't have a penalty, so it's a costly one.
we'll have to see as Aaron comes in to serve his drive-through penalty.
Tipsy is saying in chat, Contender is looking good for this one. He sure does. He doesn't have a penalty yet. He can go to the faster tire at a few laps.
Yeah, and he says Justin goes on a move with Thimo. They're side by side coming through the exit of the second chicane, and Justin gets that position obviously almost fresh off. So let's see how far he can catch up with Saratoshi. Picks up a 3-second time penalty. Motocrosser, is he going to look for the move on Pixel? Pixel goes defensive, so Motocrosser goes to the outside. If he can hang around there, he'll get the much better wrecks that he tries to, but it doesn't really work out for him.
Yeah.
Saratoshi's made a mistake by the looks of it, and he's down at 13.
Keyboard might be a sitting duck on this one.
Yeah, but I think it's Pixel and Motocross you want to be looking out for as Motocrosser goes on the outside line, looking for a move on Pixel. Pixel's not really going to get the best exit as Verk and Joe go side by side. It's very close between front wings and Infernocoy, and Vinny went side by side through there. Infernocoy holding off Vinny for now, but that's up the inside and they bang wheels front and back, and that pushes Infernocoy out and gives Vinny the position for now. And Larson under pressure from Justin, and it looks like Justin might go for a move as if he got another safety car, because Vinny's gone straight into the wall and put himself out of this Grand Prix. That's something. Something tells me that was intentional, just the way that was parked there, and the fact that he's now got no front wing.
Yeah.
So that's
this is actually bad news for Contender, because we were finally getting into the stage that his hard tires would be better than the medium tires of these other guys. But yeah, now everyone can get a free pit stop once again at the front, and I think Keyboard is going to pit to the hard tire, I reckon, at this point.
Yeah, that would be wise by Keyboard, but Contender, I think he maybe could pit for those medium tires and stretch them to the end. It would be very hard, but I think he could do it.
Of course, you have another lap under the safety. Nah, he's continuing. He's not doing it.
Yeah, as Motocrosser, Keyboard, Magnussen both pit. As does Thimo. Verk again picks up a 5-second time penalty for severe collision. What is going on? Why is everyone getting collisions in the pit lane?
It looked like everyone wants to overtake in the pit lane or something. I don't know, but
yeah, it's crazy the amount of penalties that are being dished out in this race. The FIA is like, no, you get a penalty, you get a penalty, everyone gets a penalty. It's quite insane.
And at this rate, with the severe collisions and stuff and the corner cuttings, I'm sure we will see at least 3 disqualifications this race.
Yeah, if the penalties keep flooding in like they are, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. But something interesting, Keyboard Magnussen is out ahead of Aaron. Keyboard really could win this race. Yeah,
he's in a very good spot. He doesn't have to pit again. He doesn't have a penalty at this point. He will be in front of Contender when he is making his pit stop. Same as Pixel, of course.
Yeah, and everyone else ahead of him needs to make a stop, and right now they're all very compact, as Aaron thought the race had got out of the way and looked at the outside of him. So we'll just...
safety car might be coming. Joe is very far behind yet. He's not close to the back, so the safety car will stay out for another lap, I think.
What is Aaron doing? He keeps overtaking Keyboard Magnussen.
Maybe he's trying to get a glitch or something, that he can take the position. I don't know.
Yeah, he's got the position.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's got the position. What?
I mean, that's not really fair, but...
No, it's not. Don't really know what happened there.
Victorious is asking what is happening. What isn't happening at this point?
Yeah, I mean, what isn't?
This is the 3rd safety car. I think we can get 4 or 5 this race.
Yeah, if we most certainly can, if it keeps going the way it is.
How late is bedtime, Bailey? Can you make it till the end?
I don't know, man. I think my bedtime's coming up. I don't think I'll be able to make it to the end.
Oh, then Neil has to jump in.
Aaron,
Alright, yeah?
Aaron's overtook Saratoshi as well, and he's doing the same thing.
Okay, yeah, but we have this on stream.
Yeah, he's got that place.
I think I'm not an FIA, but Joel with the 5-second penalty. I'm not an FIA, but I can imagine the FIA will punish severely for this because,
Yeah,
of course, it's a bug in the game, but it's really unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, he's getting 3 positions. It's not right. His safety car, by the looks of it, is coming in this lap.
Yeah.
Pixel really backing up the pack.
Yeah, it's the smart thing to do. Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, he set himself away. Didn't really catch them napping though.
No. Maybe a dummy would have been better. Slam back on the brakes and then accelerate straight away. But yeah, he had a good exit out of the chicane.
Yeah, as we get back racing again, I think Aaron will get a penalty for overtaking people under the safety car because if that's severely unfair. He's gotten 3 positions from not even doing anything. As Contender picks up his first 3-second time penalty of the race, as Justin's looking on a move on Larson, he goes up the inside. That's a pretty lame move as he's going around the outside for that corner as well. He's got the move done, and Fernicloy might be looking on the back of Larson as well, but doesn't look like he's going to make anything of it in this occasion. Let's see what he can do down the back straight, just in that race. Obviously still on those soft compound tyres. They will be starting to wear away in during the end of the race though, so we'll have to see what happens for him. I think he'll be able to pit around the time where everyone else does and put on the medium tyres and go to the end of this race. As we've got a yellow flag, and it's Infernocoy. He has binned it, and the hairpin, he hasn't turned in enough. He's understeered into the barriers.
Aaron dropped a lot of positions.
Yeah, looks like Aaron's got front wing, so he's got front wing damage, so I guess that's sort of karma for him overtaking under the safety car, I suppose.
Karma.
So, doing stuff like that's really not worth it, as Aaron has retired in the pit lane, and Fernicloy hasn't done the same. Obviously, he's seen the carnage that's ensued so far, and doesn't really want to.
Yeah, and Aaron might escape a FIA penalty by this moment, but I'm sure the FIA will make an announcement about overtaking under the safety car.
Yeah, as Ocean says, Aaron went into Infernocoy at the hairpin, so I don't know whether it was intentional. So we'll have to wait and see, as Justin on the pressuring Contender here is almost.
Yeah, Thimo has Verk diving on his inside.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Yeah, and that's very.
Oh, he goes into Joel.
Just drives straight into him. Oh, and he pushes him on the grass.
I wouldn't say that's Joel's fault. I would say that's Verk's fault, because he came on track in the path of Joel. Like if you're gonna.
Difficult to.
Oh, Larson's around.
We need some footage. Oh.
The final corner. Larson has binned it, and he's reset a track, and I would. This is.
And Keyboard Magnussen, P5 already, only 4 or 5 seconds behind the leaders.
Yeah, this is.
Thimo is also in a great spot if he can keep it clean.
Yeah, as Justin picks up a 3-second time penalty, but from my point of view, the Verk and Joel incident was Verk's fault. He rejoined on the racing line. If you're going to rejoin, expect cars there. And then Verk swiped at him.
Yeah, the swipe is what I saw as well, but
it's a bit naughty. As DRS.
It's a difficult one. The first one is difficult because Joe, of course, also sees him when he enters the corner.
We'll let the FIA decide. I'm not an FIA,
exactly.
So we'll wait and see what the verdict on that is. As let's just get back to the action as Justin pits, presumably onto the set of the medium compound. Obviously looking to get an undercut, but if there's a safety car, well, let's just say that race is screwed.
Yeah. Yeah, and Joel's driving around handicapped with front wing damage, so Also a bit sad to see, of course.
Yeah, it's not what you want to see. He's in a point pin position at the minute though, so he's not looking bad. So we'll have to see. His keyboard's in DRS of Saratoshi, who is in DRS of keyboard. No, Motocross is in DRS of keyboard. He's in DRS of Saratoshi. I got a bit wrong there.
Yeah. I think Pixel is going to stretch for 1 or 2 more laps and then go to the...
Soft compound?
Was he already on? Was he on softs already at the start? Yeah, he can also go for a new set of mediums. I don't know what he's going to do.
Well, in SLR last season, I went soft, medium, soft, so it is almost definitely possible. And he stays out for that one more lap. As Contender picks up another 3-second time penalty. I think that's the second, if I'm not mistaken. So that's not going to help him in his charge from the field as Verk picks up a 3-second time penalty as well. He'll be trying to chase down to Hammer and Thimo in their little feud.
Yeah, Thimo is losing some times to the guys in front of him. Oh Jesus, Thimo also has 10 seconds of penalty.
Yeah, it doesn't. These penalties come in thick and fast. The collisions come in thick and fast. It just doesn't stop, does it?
Yeah, exactly. At this point, Satoshi has 1 penalty.
I know. I still think keyboard has none. I don't think keyboard has a penalty.
Yeah, he's still on a single warning. So yeah, I would bet on keyboard Magnussen for this one.
To be honest, it's really looking good for him. He doesn't need to stop. And how far is he within the leader? He's only 3 seconds within the leader.
Yeah, he will be.
It'll now be like 16 seconds, and including the penalty, it'll be like 19. So it's looking good for Keyboard Magnussen at this stage of the race.
Motocross right behind him.
As Contender boxes into the pits.
Yeah, Keyboard does have Motocrosser right behind him, of course. But he has a 5-second penalty, so if he just
Motocross almost goes into the back of him.
Yeah, that's also very dangerous, of course.
Yeah, Motocross is also another one that you need to watch out for as well. As I'll switch it back to interval to look at the gaps throughout the field. It really is just these three. I think the Hammer and Thimo, and that is it, I believe. So it will just we'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah, and Keyboard is smart enough to wait for the DRS on.
He doesn't want to risk getting the collision. He's seen the end result of this race.
Yeah, and he knows the car in front has to pit. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he should do. If he has a race engineer, then I believe he would. So I don't think he really needs to go for a move. And Tuini in chat saying, did some yeeting happen? Some yeeting really did happen. A lot of yeeting happened.
First 15 laps were insane, Huane.
Yeah, it's sort of calmed down, but the action is still definitely there. As Justin is very close to the back of Joel. Joel gets a very bad exit. Obviously, with that wing damage, it's not going to help him. That Justin gets that position. Joel just wants to step behind him, and hopefully he'll pull him along.
Yeah, closest group is P2 and P3 at the moment, P4.
Yeah, it is, and I think, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think Saratoshi is catching Pixel. So we'll have to see.
He is. It was 3.3 half a lap ago or something.
Yeah. He picks up a 3-second time penalty. That's not going to help him in his charge for the field. There's a lot of people in very good positions right now. There's Keyboard who will take the effective lead once everyone's made the stop, and then it's Motocross in second, and then Thimo in third, and Hammer in fourth.
That's going. Yeah.
And I think Joel will be in fifth, so it's going to be. Justin will be in sixth, and then Joel will be in fifth. I can't say words. Keyboard picks up a penalty there. I did see that.
Yeah.
It was quickly snapped away off screen by Thimo, picking up another 3-second time penalty as well. But he's still in good shape.
That's one you can afford. Yeah.
As deadpixel saying, tier 3, I suppose with a Thunderdome. Tier 2, hold my beer.
Yeah.
So it definitely is like that. As
think we have to swatch the numbers.
So we'll have to see. Pixel, it would be around now that you're pitting. Those tires will be very dead.
Yeah.
And as will Saratoshi's keyboard and motocrosser.
Ooh, motocrosser lurking.
He always is. He's always looking for a cheeky move up the inside somewhere. We'll have to see.
Motocrosser is almost on his second penalty.
We'll have to see his contender and Joel battling side by side, coming through the hairpin. They'll keep
Motocrosser overtook. Oh no.
As Saratoshi pits, as Contender and Joel battle for the 9th position, which Joel concedes. He also concedes a different wing at the exit of the Wall of Champions.
If Keyboard can keep Motocrosser behind him for 3 more laps, I'm sure he will get it.
Yeah, and that'll be pretty interesting.
Of course, Keyboard has 3 seconds at the moment. Motocrosser has 5 seconds, but he's also 1 warning away from another 3-second penalty.
He almost loses the car, and that's going to be good for Keyboard with the amount of penalties he has. But he's almost gotten the back of Keyboard several times, so you want to watch out for that. But I think Thimo, with the hammer off his back now, is catching this little battle.
Yeah.
So
Thimo also has a lot of penalties. He has 2 5 seconds and 1 3-second penalty, so he's on 13 seconds at the moment.
yeah, so we won't know who's going to win this race right until the end. I don't think we can really count out Saratoshi or Pixel yet. It does look improbable. This motocrosser looks to be outside line. That's not really the optimum line when we're going through there and gaining a position, and he keeps behind Keyboard Magnussen. I think this is our actual order now of the race. Another person.
I think Contender is definitely still in contention. Satoshi, I don't know, to be honest.
Someone else to watch is Justin. He is on a soft compound tyres and he is catching this group. But we'll have to see.
Yeah, he also has a lot of penalties, so...
Yeah, he does. Keyboard looks in the best shape to win this.
Yeah.
With the amount of penalties as Pixel picks up.
But you never know. One outbreaking moment for Motocrosser on Keyboard and can all end in tears for both of them.
Yep, very true. But it's very close. And Keyboard looking to get a very good exit every time with that hairpin. So when Motocrosser opens that DRS, he can't really get it too much down the back straight. So we'll have to keep an eye on that, as Verk and Fernokai made a move on a Fernokai which I didn't catch. So.
Yeah, and Thimo is quietly closing in. He's almost in DRS range as well.
As I think Contender just got ahead of the hammer, he did.
Yeah.
The one issue with Justin is that once he catches up to the back of these, it'll be a train, so it'll be very hard for him to overtake the car in front. As Thimo has now got himself into the DRS range of these two, so a few lots of pushing has really paid off for him, as Verk picks up a 3-second time penalty in doing so. So it's the fastest lap of the race, so we know that's not a legit lap, so we'll have to see as Saratoshi look to the inside line, but we've already seen how that ends by now in this race.
Yeah.
So, lap 28 of 35, everything's swaying in Keyboard's favour right now. The penalties and all of that. I would love Keyboard to win this race. To win a tier 2 race on a keyboard would just be fantastic. I have no words.
He did nothing wrong, so he would also deserve it, of course.
Yeah, it'll be a great race if he can.
Especially with the pressure that is put on him right now.
Yeah, he's got Thimo now to worry about as well, but he's just coping so well in that racing point in that cockpit. He's just the keyboard is the heaven for him right now. I don't know how he does it. He's so fast on that keyboard, man. It's just amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome to see. But yeah, I'm curious to see if Motocross has the patience to stay behind for very long, or if he will send it at one point.
Yeah, Keyboard looks to get really good exits from the car. He also has more ERS than Motocrosser. Thimo's just sat there saving it, 80%. Motocrosser with about 40. Keyboard with about 70%. So
yeah, and I think within 1 or 2 laps, Contender also is at the back of this group.
as Motocrosser goes to the outside now of Keyboard, it's not going to work on this occasion. He's going to try and go for the better exit, which he hasn't really got. And Tipsy wants me to say Satoshi's name again. I got it right. I got it right this time. As Motocrosser goes for a move on the inside for the lead of the race, but it doesn't look like he's got the move done. Keyboard defending brilliantly, and he holds on to the lead. And Justin's now on the back of this train, falling under the spell that I said he would, the DRS train. But it doesn't look like he will. He's looking to the inside of Thimo. Is he going to go for the move on the inside? He is. It's a bit audacious there. Almost hits the back of Motocrosser, but he gets the move done.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone behind Keyboard has more penalties than him, so he just needs to hold on for a few more laps.
Yeah, and Kutenda's now on the back of this train. Who's going to win this race? We have no idea. Find out next time.
Yeah, we are we are going out for another commercial. See you next week.
Find out next time on SLR Tier 2. As the overtake mode is flowing for Motocrosser. Will it just...
I have a feeling Motocross is going to send it pretty soon, because he has to, he knows it.
He knows he has more penalties than Keyboard. He really does need to send it. Thimo picks up another 3-second time penalty, but Contender's through. But Justin, I thought he was going to go for the move up the inside there. That's not a place, and he's looking up the inside of Motocrosser. He doesn't really get the best traction. Obviously the outside line being the place where you want to be to get that better traction. Surely Motocrosser will get the better line. How many penalties does Justin have as Motocrosser slams that door? Doesn't want any part of that. Looks to the inside, but doesn't make anything of it.
Justin is on 2 penalties.
6 seconds.
Yeah, and 1 warning away from a 3rd one.
So Keyboard's still on no penalties. Oh, Motocrosser had a look up the inside of Keyboard Magnussen in the corner there. You don't want to go side by side in. You've said that many times.
Keyboard has 2.
Oh my God, Contender!
No,
it hits Motocrosser, and Contender has got himself up in a P2, but I think, yeah, he lets that position, he gives that position back to Motocrosser there. But Keyboard is gone!
Yeah, he's looking behind, he is laughing real hard right now.
It's Justin's making a 3 wide! That's not gonna end well! Oh, because front wing flying! As Motocrosser gets himself back on a P2, a Contender up in a P3 with wing damage. Where's Justin and all this? It's very close. Justin hasn't got wing damage either. And, it is very close. Motocrosser gets a 5-second penalty for cutting the corner, gaining a position. As Pixel makes a move onto Hammer. My God.
If Keyboard just keep his head calm, it's the game, set, match.
Yes, right, as I think Justin picked up another penalty, so he just needs to keep this position. He's got a second, and Motocross is under pressure from Contender, Justin, and Thimo now. Yeah. This is Keyboard's race to lose at this point.
Yeah, Motocrosser also knows right now he probably has more penalties than Keyboard, so I don't think he will go for.
Contender hits the back of Motocrosser. That's a bit risky there.
Also gonna cost you a few tenths.
Yeah, and Saratoshi's coming into this as well. He's almost within a second. This could be a 5-car train for second place as it is right now. It's just sitting up the inside. What is that? I don't know what's going on. Justin looking like he just wants to. Justin looks like he just wants to dive bomb everyone in every single corner. It just doesn't look like he wants to. Hold on.
Satoshi is at the back of Thimo already.
Oh my goodness.
It's a 5-car train and Keyboard escaped.
Yeah, Justin now gonna catch him, but Keyboard doesn't have a penalty, so speaking of Keyboard, he runs a bit wide into that corner, breaks himself. That's gonna allow Justin to catch back up, but if Justin can overtake Keyboard, then gain a full 9 seconds that is pretty impressive, as Thomas in the chat says, Justin going sicko mode. He definitely is, but yeah, I don't think he's safe for now. Honestly, I think Motocrosser will be looking to get that move done.
Contender looking again there. Yeah.
Contender looking very handy in that.
Contender just needs to stay behind these guys because he has less penalties. He will actually go to P2 if it finishes like this.
Yeah, he will, and Saratoshi probably going to get this move done on Thimo. He's got much more over speed than him, and he does get that move done. Cuts the corner and opens DRS completely. Thimo. Okay, oh, Justin almost going to the back of keyboard. So we'll have to see.
Keyboard can let Justin go actually.
Yeah, but I think he wanted to win. He wanted to win this race on track. But if I'm honest, I think Justin will go for a bit of an audacious move by the looks of.
Sometimes you have to be smart, and if you see the cars behind you dive each other so much, it's better to stay alive and win the coward way with penalties. Yeah, there he goes. I think.
He's not fighting.
He's letting him go.
Unless he's looking. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Unless he's looking to get that move done on the back straight. As a motocrosser looks to the outside, Contender wants a bit of that and goes up the inside.
A little bit.
Yeah, the Contender seems to be the god of tapping people, and Motocrosser has lost out position to Contender.
Keyboard is sweating his ass off right now.
Yeah, but that's what he goes in a bit deep. That allows Contender to get a good exit. How many penalties does Contender have? I don't know.
He has 6 seconds.
He has 6 seconds. That's a spot of rain on the track, and that's very audacious by Contender up the inside. This is the beginning of rain on the last lap of the Canadian Grand Prix. What is this?
Keyboard still has 1 penalty, so he's still good.
He just needs to keep it on track. Obviously, in the wet conditions, it's going to be very difficult. He doesn't need to fight Contender. So if Contender goes for a move, it might just be wise just to let him have his fun. Yeah. And I think he's in overtake here, but he's got no ERS. As Contender, as they've all got the flashing lights on, as Pixel loses it, as
Contender around the outside.
Yes, Keyboard does what I thought he would, just lets it go. And it looks like Keyboard will get this race. He doesn't need to do anything, he just needs to navigate these final 3 corners of the circuit, and he will have this race.
He has it in the back. Only make sure he doesn't cut the final chicane.
Yeah, let's hope Justin comes.
Then it will be Contender's race.
He doesn't, he takes it very clean. Justin comes across the line first on track.
But it's Keyboard
Magnussen wins the Canadian Grand Prix. A good drive by him, and really well deserved. Kept his nose clean the whole way through. And
yeah.
That's all I have to say. A great move.
Yeah, he didn't make a single mistake, did everything right, like you said, so well done. And under a lot of pressure for the second half of the race as well.
Yeah, fantastic race by Keyboard Magnussen, really, really well deserved.
Joel takes another 3-second penalty, comes across the line.
And P11.
Larson finishes in the pits.
And that is our race, I believe.
Yeah.
What a great race it was. So Keyboard coming out on top after an amazing Canadian Grand Prix.
Yeah, this was the most chaotic league race I ever commented by a country mile.
Yeah, same here. The no assist Keyboard King wins, says Tipsy in the chat, and he cannot be more correct. Great race by Keyboard Magnussen.
And look, he started from P17.
Honestly, a fantastic drive from the back of the grid. That is our race. Keyboard Magnussen taking the race win of Justin in P2, Contender in P3, Motocross in P4, Satoshi in P5, Thimo P6, Pixel in P7, De Hammer in 8th, Inferno Koi P9, Verk in P10, Joel in P11, Lars in P12, and Nico in P13. Our non-finishers are Aaron, Vinny, Adam, and Van. So
Yeah,
great
I think
race.
we don't even have to discuss it. Keyboard Magnussen driver of the day.
Yeah, it really is, and without a doubt, it is Keyboard Magnussen, driver of the day. Oh, as we've got the interview screen up, we are ready for the interviews. We've got Justin and Niba 86 in the gentleman's lounge. Should I drag one of them in?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
So Justin coming away with second place in today's race. So Justin, just walk us through your race. How do you feel it went?
Well, starting what was it, 13, I knew already I had to climb up the field a bit. Decided to go softs, mediums. The first safety car, I saw everyone pit in. I was like, okay, might as well stay out. Worked well in the end. The second safety car came a bit randomly, but luckily while it was in the pits, so I didn't lose that much time. Then the third one just came out of nowhere, and I feel that one really ruined my race. Last corner, last lap, got a 3-second time penalty. Didn't really help me out that much, but you know, P2 in the end from P13. I'm happy with that.
Yeah. So is there anything else you'd like to say? Obviously, the driving was very rough out on track. Did you feel that you were affected by people going for a bit of some audacious moves, and did you feel you went for some audacious moves yourself?
Well, I don't remember when it was, but it was the first turn of Sector 2. That's where I got mostly all my overtakes going in the inside and keeping it clean. But not pointing out any fingers. Before the long DRS straight, that hairpin, I saw a driver in front of me punt the race car in front quite a few times, and that forced me to slow down and, well, ultimately keyboard and catching up to me behind. So I feel like if that didn't happen, I feel like I probably would have and could have got P1.
Yes, that's unfortunate from your end. What track is it next, Jensen? I do not remember.
Paul Ricard.
Okay, so it's France next. So how do you feel you are around France?
Well, it's my home track, you know, France. But I'm not that good at it, to be honest. But I'll try to make a show for my hometown, I guess.
Well, thank you for joining us in the country box, Justin. Well done on your P2, collecting 18 points for yourself.
Thank you, indeed.
I'll let you into the gentleman's lounge to talk to the other drivers.
Okay, thank you.
Who should we bring in next? We've got Joel.
Yeah, bring him in.
Okay, we'll bring him in.
Adam.
Oh,
it's
no,
me.
Joel.
I was just saying it might be you, Adam. No, it's me. Hello.
It's me, Jensen. How was your race, Joel? It was quite chaotic, the first 15 laps.
Yeah, it was interesting. I mean, I qualified P6, well P7, but started P6, which I was happy with. I thought I can make a good race out of this. End of lap 1, I was P9, which I'm happy with because I usually leak more positions on the first lap. And then safety car came out, and I got 2 in 1 lap, stupid 5-second penalties under safety car for cutting the corner the slightest amount. Like, not even 1 wheel was off the track. So, I mean, it's just stupid. So if I didn't have it recorded, so I can't get them removed. So
Yeah.
I finished P11, which I think is decent. But it could have been much better if I just didn't silly mistakes.
Yeah, and you were also a little bit unfortunate, if I remember correctly, because you got collected one time as well, I think, out of the chicane or something.
Yeah, I did. Luckily, I could get into the pits, and the safety car came out, so that didn't affect me too much, apart from track position. But also Verk on the penultimate lap, I think. He'd gone into the wall on the exit of the hairpin, and then he just slid back into me. So
Yeah,
I got wing damage.
it's unfortunate. Sometimes you can't escape it then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and about the 5 seconds, we were discussing it as well, Bailey and I. Looks like some kind of bug under the safety car, and you weren't the only one. We had
Okay.
massive load of drivers with 5-second penalties. Yeah, it's an unfortunate bug, but still good to see that you at least pushed through and finished the race, because not everyone can say he finished the race. So.
Yeah, well done,
I mean,
Joel.
I learnt from DMR on Monday, because I got P9 there, which was my best finish. And after lap 1, I was last and in the wall with no wing. So if I retired, then I obviously wouldn't have got 2 points. So I learned from that to keep going.
Yeah, very good. Very good mentality as well. And yeah, you will see in the next few races that if you don't give up, the points will come soon.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
the carnage that and the tier 2 shows off. You'll be if you just finish the races. I'm sure you'll get some points in no time. So
Yeah.
there's France coming up next. So how do you feel about that track?
Well, I'm not going to be racing France because I'm
Oh.
not going to be here. So I'll be back for Austria, hopefully.
Also a fun track.
Yeah, Austria's a good
Yeah.
track for me.
I mean, I'm not too bothered about missing France. I couldn't care less, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't like
Yeah.
France either.
Oh, I like it.
But I think it's getting a bit ridiculous at the moment about how many safety cars there are.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Like there were 3 in a row. There was like safety car lap, safety car lap, safety car, and I was actually getting annoyed.
Yeah, I can understand that because you have to think about your strategy all the time. And one time a safety car pans out perfectly for you, and then another comes a few laps later, and it's not that good for you anymore. So I can understand drivers are getting sick of it. So yeah, I guess we will speaking for the admin team, we will have to monitor the next few races, and if it gets out of hand too much, yeah, we might discuss about disabling them. We will have to wait and see. But I can understand your opinion. I also don't like safety cars most of the time.
Yeah. So thank you, Joe, for joining us in the commentary box. Well,
Yeah.
we'll see you in Austria. Hope you have a good race.
Bye.
Well done.
Right. Let's get a race winner.
Yeah, let's get a keyboard
That's what, isn't
Magnussen. Yep. Keyboard
Mr.
Magnussen.
Keyboard.
Hi, you there.
Hi.
So,
Tell us, how was the race?
yeah,
I don't really know what to say. I started last and somehow won the race. So I guess I got really lucky with the safety cars. Every time they came out, I was in the right spot and was able to pit for the hards, and they luckily lasted till the end of the race. And the rain in the last 2 laps, I thought I was gonna spin it, but luckily not.
well, yeah. Honestly, congratulations. You are the keyboard king.
Thanks.
That is for sure. You're also our driver of the day. There wasn't even a discussion about it because, like you said, from P17 to P1, you did everything right with the strategy calls and staying out when you needed to. And let's not forget, you were under immense pressure the last 10 to 12 laps, I think. So
Yeah, Motocrosser was really close behind, but I know he's a fair driver, so
yeah, that helps a bit.
I knew I could fight with him.
Yeah, and I'm sure you were aware of the penalty situations as well. I think you.
Yeah, I asked how much Justin and Kutender had, and
Yeah, exactly.
Jeff said they had more than me. I had only 3 seconds when I was following Satoshi. I couldn't steer, so I would get the 3-second penalty there in the last game.
Yeah, that's also what we saw, and I was already saying to Bailey, I think he will be smart, and if they push too much, just let them by and just follow and get it on penalties. So yeah, excellent job.
Thanks.
So, there's France coming up. How do you feel about that circuit? I think we got some mic issues.
Keyboard.
Wait, I didn't hear that. Say again.
What do you think of Paul Ricard?
Yeah.
Paul Ricardo, that's such awful track. I'm not good there, and I hate it with passion.
Yeah, someone agrees.
At least the long straights will cool your tires.
Yeah, in this game the tires stay much cooler than in the last game, so that helps. But perhaps if I get a few points there, I will be happy.
Maybe we have 4 safety cars next race.
You never know.
Yeah.
That's the fun of racing, right? Keyboard, we'll let you go, enjoy your victory, get the champagne bottles out.
Yeah. Bye.
Thanks for joining us in the commentary box, and once again, congratulations on your race win today.
Yeah. Bye.
Let's get the neighbor. Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Ah. Hey.
How was the race?
Difficult. Really difficult.
Mm-hmm.
For me, at least. I think I did something wrong in my setup or something, because I was sliding the entire race. So, yeah, first stint I think I hit the wall after 3 or 4 laps.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it was after the first safety car. Yeah, the second lap after the first safety car. And then it kinda compromised my strategy, because I wanted to do medium soft, but that was out of the window.
Yeah.
And then I just hoped for a safety car, and it came.
Yeah, 2 times.
Two times even.
Yeah.
So then I went on hards just to go to the end, because I knew some people would gamble on medium soft or soft medium or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I just hoped to outlast them. Yeah, it worked for a bit, but yeah, the fast guys were too fast anyway. I was just trying to keep it on track after the first incident, so
Yeah.
really difficult.
At least more experience under your belt as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like I think I said this before, but I run another league also in a tier 2, but the level is much higher here. I already noticed in qualifying pace, like everybody's close together, really close together, and in a race you really can't make a mistake or people pass you instantly, or you're in the wall. So
Yeah.
it's a bit more for me. It's a bit more closer to 100% racing instead of like 98% and you're top 5. That doesn't work here. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But it's a good thing. It gives you something to aim for.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we definitely saw 100% racing today, I can tell you that.
yeah. I was watching from a distance in the last stint because I could see them riding just in front of me, but they just went too fast. But I saw them switching positions a lot, so I knew something was going on.
What did you think when the third safety car came, by the way?
Well,
Not again?
Yeah, I thought, what happened now? Because the first 2 times I think it was fairly obvious, and here I didn't really see what happened. And I didn't really see a massive pile-up somewhere, so... But it was like, okay, we're midway the race, I just bid for hearts now, and we'll see where we end up.
Yeah,
So that's my
yeah.
basic thought. And then I was, I think, 5th or 6th, and I was just hoping to not fall back too much. But yeah, I finished P8, so that's pretty nice.
Oh yeah, well done on your 4 points, taken back to your garage back in Brackley. I believe Mercedes is based.
Yeah, I saw I let Pixel pass in the end because he was also on fresh mediums, I think. And where did he finish? P6 or something, or P7? I don't know.
Pixel, I think he finished P7, I would like to say.
Ah, right. Yeah, there were a lot of penalties, so I...
Yeah, it was insane.
Yeah.
I really tried. I did my best to not get a penalty, but it's damn near impossible.
Yeah, I'm also a bit worried for Saturday, to be honest.
I mean, you have to, like, search the limits to get a good lap time here, so the moment you stay off the curbs at all, you're like a second off the pace, so...
Yeah.
It's not really an option.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the difficult part. Some drivers are better at it than others, but I'm also a driver that throws in the car so hard at times. I'm sure I will get plenty of penalties Saturday, but yeah, it's difficult to find a good balance at Canada.
Yeah, that I noticed.
Yeah.
Like with the setup already, I tinkered with like going safe, and then I went aggressive, and I think I went too aggressive in the race because once the tires go off, it was really fighting to keep the car on the track all the time.
Yeah, exactly. And then you slide out a little bit too much, and then you have the warning again. It's
yeah, and you've exceeded track limit. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's annoying.
Like I'm in the grass. It's hardly an advantage.
Yeah, that's the most stupid thing ever. Yeah, exactly. Oh well, it's Codemasters. Let's hope it improves in the future. But yeah, thanks for the interview and good job with your points and at least finishing the race.
Thank you, guys.
Not everyone did, so good job.
Thank you.
Yes.
Bye bye.
Bye.
I think it's just Adam. If you wanna.
Yeah, Adam is the last one. Shall I drag him in?
I don't know because there's a lot of co-admins in there.
Oh, I can't
And
drag him in.
And he is a co-admin, so I just in case they're talking about something important, we won't drag him in.
Nah, just then we keep it at this.
Yep.
That's fine.
Yep. So thank you for watching the Tier 2
Yes.
stream at Canada. Anything else to say, Jensen, before I end the stream?
Of course, if you like the stream and want to see more of this action, subscribe to the Extreme Gaming League channel. Give this live stream a like if you think we did well. And yeah, good luck to all the drivers that still need to drive Canada this week, Saturday and Sunday. SLR on Saturday and 2 SRL on Sunday with 2 tiers. So plenty of action this weekend. So make sure you don't miss it.
Yeah, we'll hope to see you on Saturday and Sunday, where Terra and Thimo will be commentating Tier 1 there. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye bye.